We have some groovy music going on in the background. And you are here for round 3 this week of Crafts and Conquests. And I am Jessa, the game master for this game of rowdy players and even rowdier characters. Basically, this music's so awesome. Basically, thank you very much, Lindsay Sterling. You can check out Lindsay Sterling's channel on YouTube. She is an awesome musician, very talented. And you can also buy this track from Lindsay directly. This track is called Crystallize, and you can buy it, and I'm going to guess that her website is lindsaysterling.com. I hope so. Anyway, but support independent musicians. They do great work. So anyway, when we last left off, bronchitis. When we last left off, our heroines were in some trouble. Cassia and Trinket, and I'm going to move them in order to save some confusion. I'm going to move them off of there because they are no longer in this room. So I'm going to move them over here. They are upstairs in a secret room above the chandelier in this spacious apartment, which they're not sure who it belongs to yet, but we're going to find out fairly soon. And Samel, who is still working off a heck of a bender, and Cordiana are downstairs, and they are unfortunately deep in battle with 2 statues. This one here, which is attacking Cordiana, and this one here, which is attacking Samel. And I'm going to move Ember out of the way a little bit. Ember is just sort of trying to protect you, but mostly she's somewhat scared and trying to decide if she wants to come down from the bookshelf and protect you or not. And both of the women are now injured. Samel and Cordiana are now injured because they had a surprise attack from these statues who came to life when the chandelier went up into the wall. At the top, I'm going to describe for you Trinket and Cassia what you're seeing, and I'm just going to put right here on the board here. This is what you see. This is the room you're in. I'm just going to put it here, and it's pretty small, but let me make it a lot bigger.
Ooh.
I don't know, actually that looks like a sacrificial altar.
It actually isn't. It actually represents the top of the chandelier.
Okay,
the chandelier,
so that's not like a place where the blood drains down or anything.
Yeah, those do look like, actually you're right, those do look like drains. But I'm going to say that they're kind of like secret air vents because there's no air up here.
Okay.
So, they're but you do see this, and even though the room isn't full of anything, you guys can see piled around the corners of every part of this room are books and tomes, and the corners are dark. Let's start drawing again. So around in here, the corners are kind of dark. I'm going to change that color so that you guys can see this a little better. So over here is a shaded dark area. Over here, shaded dark area. You know, the lights are not reaching. The lights are magical. They're blue.
Mm-hmm.
And to the audience, I'm always, working to try and teach you guys how to GM. Not that I'm an expert or anything, but how I'm doing what I'm doing. All I'm doing is going to Google Maps and searching for whatever I want and the word D&D after it. And I get a lot of free maps. This is from DeviantArt. And you guys can see a little corridor down here, but you can't see. As you can see, it's dark back here, so you'd have to have a light source. This is the top of the chandelier. We're looking down at this. So you guys are actually underneath this thing here. You're here. So the chandelier has gone all the way up to the top of this room here, and you guys can choose to jump down, and there's just now basically a hole that you can look down right here. So I'm gonna color this all in so that it represents a hole now. Okay. And what you hear, Cassia, and oh, I'm sorry. One more thing to describe. All around the edges around this room, there's very little room to walk. There's just this clear table. This is a table, and it's made out of a beautifully inlaid marble. And you don't know whoever uses this, what you do on it, but you just know that it's perfectly clear of clutter, and it's pretty much the only space it is. There's a small space to walk around it over here, but otherwise it's just this beautiful table among this very cluttered room. There's like spell tomes, potion bottles, some empty, some full. Just all kinds of manner of stuff that you can see here. And the audience, I'm going to show the audience what I'm describing, and that the players cannot yet see. This is what this is what I'm pointing at here with my mouse that I can't say, or they would know what I'm talking about. Is in the corner, and you can see the scrolls here, audience, and you can see the books and potions and boxes and vases and cast off magic lamps and all kinds of stuff there. So that's what they're seeing, audience, and I'm trying to describe. So we shall I'm going to take this room and move it to my GM layer to get it out of our way. Actually, that's not going to work because I can still see it. Hold on a second. Let me move this. Ah, crap.
Cassie is just cursing up a storm because she's still tangled in the chandelier, just so you know.
Okay, so Cassia's hanging upside down, tangled in the chandelier. I'm going to move that out of our way.
Like all in her face, and she's like staring at the statues downstairs, cussing, and Trinket, come on, Trinket, cut me down!
Oh, okay, sorry. Oh, so Trinket like kind of nimbly uses her little like clever thief hands to start untangling her from all of the crystals and all of the chains. And is able to get her down. So now that they're both on their feet and surveying the room around them.
Okay, what you guys hear is a whole lot of crashing and noise, and Samel and Cordiana locked in deadly battle.
Help! Cassie is going to look down the hole and frown. Trinket, you take care of whatever this is, this is, and I'll take care of that. Okay. And she's just going to jump right down the hole, using her magic so that she can get back into the battle.
Wicked! So that's a pretty high chandelier. That's a 10 feet ceiling, so you just jump 10 feet.
But I don't know what her legs would do, because they're the mithril legs.
Yeah. Let's find out. I'm just going to click and see what I want you to, if I want you to roll anything for that.
Well, maybe she like aims for the pile of furniture that we had too.
If you land on the pile of furniture, I'm going to have you take damage because you're going to pound that.
She's going to tumble out of the hole.
Yeah, so I'm going to say that you are able to do that without any problem. I see no reason why. Your legs are mithril, for Christ's sakes.
She's going to land like super awesome in a little wave of air, flush out, push like,
and she's like,
runs back.
And so Candace and Samel, you guys see flying down like just a winged goddess. Cassia just goes right in the middle of the floor next to and some of the furniture that was piled up falls over into a mess, and it gets in the way of this statue actually right here, Cordiana, and gives you a chance for an opening. These statues are moving abnormally quickly. So quickness is one of their traits.
I'm running. Yeah. I'm running towards Ember and Juniper. I'm kind of like putting Ember, up here and holding on to her leash and putting Juniper in a pocket in my cloak.
Okay. Ember looks pretty scared up there, but she's hanging on to your cloak, and she's actually kind of trying to burrow down into your, because she's still pretty kitten-sized, so she's trying to burrow down.
Yeah, I'll stuff her into a pocket down in there.
Okay. And I'm going to tell the audience, just to be forewarned, I could never hurt a companion animal in a game or in life. I just can't do it. So Ember will... the most that ever happen to Ember is that she takes a couple of hit points, and but that's it. I could never do it. I'm too much of an animal lover. So anyway, keep that in mind if you guys are watching and worried that something bad might happen to Ember. Don't worry. You know,
But don't worry,
Thank you.
the characters will still be tortured and killed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ember will live,
the bear.
but Cordiana's toast.
Oh,
Okay, so
Sorry, I
let's
got
get to
distracted by the bear.
let's get to battle stance, you guys. Go ahead and just start describing what you're doing, and I will respond with battle tactics.
Well, what I should probably do is use, the one ability that I have, Arcane Art, to give Cassia +1 damage.
Okay, so you are doing the bard move. What again? I'm sorry, I was...
Arcane Art, it's called?
Arcane Art. You guys, audience, Arcane Art is when you weave a performance into a basic spell. What are you guys giggling about? I'm not on the screen, so when I come back there better not be a naughty picture on that map.
No.
Yeah, we're like drawing penises on the map. So.
You can tell when I'm on a different screen, audience, and they start giggling like that, be forewarned. They're being naughty. When you weave a performance into a basic spell, choose an ally and an effect. So you are choosing the effect. Describe what you're doing, Samel.
Let me see, let me get what my Christmas score is. Get 16. Alright. So since Cassie has jumped down to help us, I'm going to use Arcane Art to add 1d4. Shut up! Add 1d4 damage to her. Yeah. So I'm gonna roll that with my plus.
What are you laughing at?
My boyfriend's over here making fun of me.
You tell him to hush up. You're kicking butt.
does that give me another boost?
It does. You now have +2.
Okay, so now I have +2 to my strength.
Yeah, +2 to everything.
To
All your
everything?
rolls. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna use.
well, let me
I'm
just
gonna
let you-
yell at the statue.
I take that back. One moment. Let me just double check.
Okay.
There are 4 things that you could have chosen there, Darian. One is the next time someone successfully assists the target with aid, they get a +2 instead of a +1. So is that the one you were doing, or were you doing just a 1d4 to damage?
I think it was the one where, what is
1d4
it? It's the
to
second
damage.
one. It should be the second one under
Yep, got it. So I take that back, Cassia. I made a mistake. Cassia gets 1d4 so you just roll 1d4 in addition to whatever your damage is. So you'll roll your damage roll, and then you'll roll 1d4 to add some more damage. And I'm glad she chose that one, because I'm just gonna let you guys know these bad boys are hard to kill.
Okay.
Are hard to damage, I should say.
Oh, I think I did the 1d4. I think I added my charisma modifier to that. I messed up already. Alright, so I think don't have to roll. Do I have to roll to use Arcane Art beforehand, or no? Maybe that's what I tried to do. So I didn't know if it went by charisma, but I wasn't sure which one I was rolling.
You actually did. You actually did use. Well, it is roll plus charisma, so you did correctly.
But I think I added it to the 1d4. I wasn't supposed to add +2.
Okay, so try rolling a 2d6 again.
Yeah.
And then add your charisma modifier, which would be like 1, 2, or 3. There you go. There's a
and
roll.
then a d4 with no modifier. Aw.
Oh, yeah, you don't have to do any d4. You don't have to do a d4.
Oh, I don't have to.
No, that's for her. She now gets to roll.
Okay.
So since you were successful in this, on a 10+, the ally gets the selected effects, and you rolled a 10. So that's good. So now that means that Cassia gets to roll a d4 every time she does damage.
Sweet.
So she's about to do some heavy-ass damage here.
And then she already has a +1.
+1 for all your rolls.
For the duration of the battle.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now she gets to do stuff.
So, so I'm just adding in the stats to these particular creatures. Audience, what I did to get those stats is I went over and I searched for statue on the Dungeon World Codex. Google that. And then I pulled up this statue here. And I recognize, I determined that these are large statues and not medium statues. which is a little bit harder for these women to kill. But they are professionals, and we're going to see what they can do. Hopefully they don't get killed, because these statues also hit very hard. Rawr. Okay. So we should have 2 statues now with full hit points, and our characters are in some trouble here. Go ahead, ladies, and start describing what you're doing. Samel is out of the way. She has done a quick little thing on her lute. And you don't have to keep playing that all throughout the battle, Samel, because if you did, you'd die. Because they would kill you. But all you have to do is play a little tune, play a, what do you call that, a sweep, and then it's in effect. So, Cordiana, you see Samel whip out her lute and do a sweep, and Cassia, you feel more powerful, even more power surging through your whatever weapon you're using. Go ahead, guys. Kick some ass.
I'm trying to get Trinket's attention to see if we can she can pull me up or something like that.
Trinket pulls the rope out of her adventuring kit. She anchors it to the clear table that's in the room above.
Yes.
And she throws it down below.
Okay. Trinket, do you do anything there are lots of objects here that you can choose to throw down. I described to you that the room is basically, whoever owns this room is a hoarder, the worst kind, the people who end up on that show.
Yeah, she looks in the corner of books. She looks in the north corner and sees a book that says "How to Hurt People Good with Spells." So she opens the book. She opens the book and begins reading for some of the most damaging spells, specifically for those related to marble or created artistic monsters. And so 4 chapters in, she sees a spell designed to destroy marble patina. So she's calling down the spell down the hole below over her rope, hoping that maybe she can do some spell damage from a distance without getting in harm's way with these guys.
The spell is written in a language that you don't know, but you can still read it, like Latin, Yeah. So it's written in kind of a magical type of Latin, and you can still enunciate each word. Now, I want you to know that you hear a noise in the corner that you pull that book from.
Okay, so she's fumbling through it, kind of being like, "E hurt a igbe achus stay permanent permanente." As you say that word, and the person, you hear a voice from the corner, and you look over to the corner and you see a
of course.
You see her. And she has she looks exactly like the picture, and she's sitting on a pile of stuff, and she says, "Oh, you're saying it all wrong." And she laughs a little bit. "What did you say? E plura? What? God, you couldn't cast a spell if it came up and bit you on the backside." And then she just sits there laughing at you. And she lights a little. Her fingertip comes alight, and you can see her now outside. She's now no longer in the gloom and the shadow. And she's got a little thing there, and you can see her. And you are still leaning over the hole. Now I'm going to switch over to some other people here while you decide what you're going to do about that trinket. And we're going to move our new friend over here. And Cordiana, you see a rope fall down from the hole. And Ember is tucked in, and before you're unable to head for that rope, Cordiana, this statue stops right in front of you, wordlessly lifts its axe to strike.
Magic missile! Magic missile!
All right, cast that magic missile, girl. You're going to take a -1 to it because of the wonderful help you gave to Cassia.
Yep, so what do I roll again?
Oh, let me put magic missile on the screen for you, and I will show you.
Let me see.
Magic missile is
2d4.
Okay.
Oh, no,
is it magic weapon? Is that what it's called?
It's a wizard spell, but it's I get 1 wizard spell.
Oh, wizard spell. That's it. That's why I wasn't getting it. Oh, okay. Hold on.
2d4. Yep.
Okay, so, describe what happens when you cast your magic missile. I mean, describe how it happens, what your character does.
Okay, so she sees this, so she has everyone tucked in now, and she kind of breathes a sigh of relief. Notices that this big, statue is kind of wandering towards her now, so she kind of holds the animals against her chest like this and kind of points her finger at the
Awesome.
statue.
The statue the face doesn't move. It's actually eerie. Even though it now looks like a human being, it's still sort of frozen. It can move, but it moves in a deceptively quickly, actually. Magic missile hits it, and it does how much damage? You can deal 2d4 damage to one target. This episode is presented in parts. To see the next part, click the playlist annotation at the top of the video. If the next part has not been uploaded yet, it will be tomorrow. So if you want to see it, subscribe. Commenting with Google Plus sucks. But commenting with Reddit is awesome. So head on over to Reddit and leave a comment on this video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.